Hey, what's going on, non-traditional students? It's Scott J. Vail, your non-traditional motivator. Stick around because today I'm going to tell you how to overcome your personal fear factors on the way to the degree. So, Fear Factor. Some of you may remember the show from the early 2000s. It aired on MTV with Joe Rogan as the host. The show pitted contestants against some of their greatest fears, whether it simply be eating a gross bug or a potential drowning, to extreme heights. The contestants had to face each individual fear one by one, overcome the fear, and then move on to the later rounds to eventually become victorious and win the money, the cash prize that was at hand. What does that have to do with you and I as non-traditional students? Everything. Okay, so you're maybe not going to have to eat the gross bug to get through this, but I guarantee you, you're going to face fears along the way. I have. And what am I going to tell you? What kind of fears? Well, how about the application process? Am I going to be accepted? Maybe you think you're not smart enough, your test scores aren't good enough to get into the school you're going to. And then after we get accepted, we're fearful, are we going to be accepted inside the classroom? I mean, after all, we may be a little bit older, we look differently. And we think about, I'm fearful of finishing the degree. Once I start, will I be able to see this all the way through for a year, 2 years, or more? I'm fearful that my time away from school, I'm not smart enough to do this. I've been out too long. We're fearful of balancing school with work and home. And all I'm telling you is don't be afraid of fear. Yes, you heard me right. Don't be afraid of fear. It's a natural part of the process. They're going to come. All you need to do is face them one by one and overcome the fears so you can advance on to the later rounds or semesters on the way to the degree. Joe Rogan at the end, I love this part. He always said, "Congratulations, you won, and evidently fear was not a factor for you."
And evidently fear is not a factor for you.
Now get that. He didn't say fear was not present. He didn't say fear was not evident as you were taking on these challenges. He just simply said it was not a factor, that it didn't play a part in you winning the contest, you being victorious. And what I'm telling you is that fear does not need to be a factor in your obtaining the degree. Because if you face these challenges, these fears head on and overcome them one by one, you're going to be victorious. If you face these fears head on and you don't overcome them, they're going to overtake you, and in the end, you're going to quit, and your journey ends here. I want to see you be victorious. And the more time you put into academia, the greater your confidence gets. After one class that you thought you couldn't do, you realize, guess what? I have the ability to do this. And the next semester and the next year, you gain confidence. And all of a sudden, guess what? Fear is not a factor for you because you believe in yourself. You know you can do it, and so do I. In fact, I've built an entire brand about helping the non-traditional student because I know what this struggle is about. Check out after the video, I've got a link to my new book, It's Never Too Late to Graduate, a success guide for the non-traditional student, and check out some of the other free resources I have for you along the way. And until then, you know the deal, non-traditionals. Stay caffeinated, my friends.